Hi everyone. I'm sorry I took a big break from YouTube. I'm back and I'm in a new place. I actually am in college right now in Aveiro. I'm studying in Portugal. I'm studying computer science. Since I'm living in an apartment, I decided to bring my setup with me since I'm not from Aveiro. Um, and I decided that I needed to downsize again. So the PC that I brought is my main rig. It has a 16.6 Ti or Super, I don't remember. I'm not using it right now, and 10700K. I've changed the cooler since the other one for some reason didn't fit. I think it was because it was like 2 millimeters off. Yeah, something like that. So I have my PC inside what do you call it? D19 case, I think. It's a D19 Plus, and I went on eBay and I bought an A09 SKTC, if I'm not wrong. If I remember correctly, it's an SKTC. And since my GPU doesn't fit, I also had to buy another one. And it's not a very recent GPU, but you will see when I start the build. And thank you so much for the views, for the likes, for the questions. They have all been very, very good. I've learned a lot. I've started to know lots of people from around the world, and I want to know more. So with that, let's start the build. So as you can see, the D19 is not that small. It's a small case, but not that small. It's 6.1 liters, and this one is 3.2 if I'm not mistaken, and can accommodate a Flex ATX PSU and a graphics card. So I actually bought this on eBay, as I've said before, but it came with the PSU. It's a 200 watt if I'm not mistaken, but it didn't came with the riser nor the GPU. The GPU I had to buy. I bought it for I think it was like 25 or 30 euros used, counting with shipping. So it came from France. I use Vinted now that Vinted Vinted is an app that used to be only for clothes. I didn't use it that much, but when they decided to add support for electronics and PC parts, I started using so much, really. So with that I can open it, and I'll speed this up since I'm taking too long. Here it is. The GPU, I've not said it before, but the GPU is GTX 745. Yeah, it's not a 750 or a 750 Ti, and it only has like 4 gigabytes of VRAM, this model right here. But for what I do, so just CS2 sometimes, and I don't, I've said in other videos that I play Battlefield 5 a lot, but since the optimization is not that good, I decided just to abandon it. So we'll start by removing the GPU that I installed previously just to know if it would fit. And here it is. It's not a big case, as you can see, it's not a big case, and that's the whole point. But it's not a very small case either. I like it. It's compact. It has not, as I've said before, not a lot of space, but the space it has is very optimized. Um, it doesn't need, and here it is, unique, I think 250 hours. Well, it's 80 plus silver, but I don't really trust this label, I guess. The FlexiTX PSU that I bought is a 350 watt Silverstone model. It's the SST FX350G. It's 80 plus gold. I paid around $80 for this. It costs a pretty penny, but it's very worth it if you don't want your computer to explode. And let's start by taking out the cables. It has a lot of cables. I don't know if I can manage all of these cables. If anyone can tell me what this cable is, I would be very thankful, because I've seen some PSUs with this cable, but I don't know what it is. It's connected to 24 pin. I don't really know what this is. It has like two Molex connectors and this other connector that I don't know the name of. So it has three SATA connectors. Okay, this is a Molex again. This is a CPU, 8-pin CPU, just one cable, and a 6-pin PCIe cable for your GPU. If I remember correctly, the 1660 Super that I have in there is 6-pin, but since it's 2 slot and not 1 slot like the GTX, the 745, I can't really fit it inside this case. So I also decided to remove the front I/O. I also have to, 3D print. I can 3D print. I don't have my 3D printer in my apartment, but when I get home on the weekend, I can try and print a cover for this, or I can just buy like the silicone thingies that usually you put on unused ports inside your PC, on your PCIe. Yeah, I have to cover this because the PCB was too protruding, so like it was very high for the very long for the space that I had inside here. I couldn't even fit like the motherboard when I tested it with another motherboard. So with all that, we can start disassembling all this. Now we got all of it disassembled. You have the new cooler. I think it's like 47 millimeters high. It has a 90 millimeter fan. It's pretty quiet. It has RGB, but it's not controllable. So it's like you just connect the PWM connector to control the fan, and then the RGB also cycles. You have the two 16 gigabyte sticks from Corsair. I think they are called like Vengeance Pro or something like that. Inside of here we have the 10.7 and the K, 2 terabyte SSD, NVMe SSD, and 250 gigabyte M.2 SSD. So let's start the build. We have the case right here, already disassembled, and let's try to put the motherboard in. I mainly wanted to build and downsize this system because I take it from my city, the city that I was born in, and then I stay on the weekends there, to Aveiro, where I'm studying. And since it's a bus ride of like 2 hours, I just wanted to not have a PC that banging inside a big PC banging inside my backpack. So I decided that it was better to just downsize, and I mean, I downgraded a lot from a 1660 Ti that already wasn't a very good card, but it was still a good card for now. But yeah, I decided that it was better to downsize again, since I don't have much space in my backpack and I can't bring many things on the bus, since there isn't a lot of space and there is many people that live on the week or that work here in Aveiro and live in and go to Viseu on the weekend. I'm just tired from doing all this cable management. I don't know how I can cable manage like this. And now I'm just trying to understand where I can cram all this in. We have it right here, with everything like at least a bit managed. I might put like a zip tie inside that part, because I still have to connect the GPU. And so with that, let's connect the GPU. As I've said before, this is the GTX 745. It's not that big of a card, but this is also not that big of a space that we have. Let me just remove this first. Maybe install the GPU first. So, after much work, I just decided to like cram everything in and try not to make it explode. And now we'll try and close it. So I'll probably start by like making a lot of pressure right there and like hope that this closes. So it closed. So here we have it. I don't really know which way I should put it, so give me some suggestions. So should I put it like, let me just unscrew so I can show you. So should I put it like as the other one, like standing up, or should I use this feet that go on here and put it like that, and maybe like have it like here, or even like get a monitor mount and have it like below the monitor mount, so it has like a bit of airflow, but I have more space on the desk. So tell me which way you think is the best way. So let me just like plug things in and hope, really hope that nothing just explodes for some reason. So it's starting up. There's also a little bit of RGB in there. The BIOS is appearing and Windows 11 is starting. So I think this was a bit successful. Let me just like do some tests and do some benchmarks, and we'll see if everything goes correctly. Okay, so I have decided to just run Assetto Corsa and its benchmark. Since CS2 I don't have it installed right now, I had to change to Windows 11 some time ago, and I'm trying to get something to benchmark, but I don't really know if it's going to work, so let's see. So, hey again everyone. I have good news and bad news. The good news are that the build is done. So for now the build is completely done. The case has closed. I have done some cable management after trying to close it for the first time, but the GTX 745 doesn't really work for me. I'll have to get another GPU. Already thought of that. I'm trying to get an RX 6400 or a GTX 1650 that's just single slot low profile. And if you can give me some suggestions for some GPUs that I can use, please write them in the comments below. So yeah, I can do the benchmarks, I can show you some of them. I'll put them right here. I mean, if you like this video, please give a like. If you didn't like it, give a dislike. Just comment what you thought of the build. Whatever questions you have, I'll try to answer them as quickly as possible. And even if there are questions about, I mean, college, life in Portugal, or even my setup, you can ask them because I'll answer most of them. So that's it. Thank you for watching and see you.